my beautiful friends. Happy Sunday, everyone. Life is drastically improving. Things are beautiful, beautiful today. I hope it is wonderful day where you are at as well. And I wanted to come on and share a few things. We had a very long chat yesterday, and I made it private. We had such a wonderful group with some of the friends and followers of a long time that we actually went a little bit overboard sharing things, and so that's why I decided to make it private. But some of you had asked me today that you miss the live and you would like to hear something more. um, and yes, I thought that I can share a little bit of a general idea, but also I want to tell you honestly, oh my goodness, it's a large mosquito. Oh no, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. Guys, if I scream, please forgive me. I'm afraid of mosquitoes. I really do. I really, really do. If you want to contact me about, if you want to contact me with question about the topics I'm talking about or anything of that matter, you can find my information in the description of the video or on my about page. I have an email as well. You can check it after the video. If you don't find it, just comment under the video and I post my information. So yeah, it was so funny. I was laughing at myself yesterday because the topic was we were talking about not oversharing about things on social media, and we end up on the second hour oversharing. But that was a bit of a friendly group and it was very warm and sweet. I love reconnecting with my audience, especially with those people who have been with me for a while. Oh my gosh, I think I'm getting, guys, 1 second. I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back. All right, all right, all right. So we are back, we are back, we are back. So I made a few notes and I just want to share with you some thoughts that could be helpful. I believe that they could be helpful in navigating, socializing, meeting people. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Miss Veronica. Hello, Gina. Welcome. Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome. Happy Sunday. Mr. Zanadin says, I need your help. Please contact. Well, if you are a smart man, you know exactly where to find my information. Once again, you can find in my about section. You can find it in description of the video. And also, if any of my mods, if any of my mods will come, then please, they will share information. If my mods are watching, please drop some of my info. Oh my God, no, don't. Okay, I have a panic attack when I see bugs. This is one thing that no amount of therapy or advice can help me. And I think that's as a part why we need men in our lives is bugs. Bugs, because if somebody needs to remove uh, any kind of climbing thing that is pauk, I forgot, spider in English. Men, one of the important men's purposes in life is removing bugs, removing spiders and such and such. Okay, so welcome, welcome. Hello, Fuchsia. I hate bugs too. Oh my gosh, I can. I'm in Michigan and it's such a beautiful weather right now. We are finally thriving, but ticks, ticks. I love being out and about. I love being in the nature so much. Some call it forest bathing. I really like the forest bathing. So, my dear friends, today we're gonna have a little bit of a candid conversation. Maybe I will record an outline, not the outline, but I'm forgetting English. Okay, I will forget. I might record a shorter video, just hitting the main points. But I wanna have a casual conversation. Everybody want to contribute. Everybody is welcome to contribute. Last night and last couple of nights, I was going live without a camera because, well, I wasn't feeling at 100, and so that's why. So today, again, we're gonna talk a little bit about mystery in a good way. That it's not a bad thing to be a little bit mysterious, to not reveal every single detail. It doesn't make you fake, it just shows emotional discretion, emotional intelligence, and being, I would say, being elegant, not only on the outside, but also within. Oh my goodness, here we go. Okay, mosquitoes, go away. Do not. Do not approach. Gina is saying you. Oh my gosh, Gina, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Gina is saying you are like an honest auntie. Everyone wishes they have. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Welcome. Everybody who is new, you are very, very welcome on my channel. Please share your thoughts, share your comments, your story. I would love to know something about you. I have been getting letters from people I've never knew watched my channel, and it's just so beautiful to hear your feedback, hear your story. Here, I believe that we all consistently learn from each other, and I just love it. I love knowing something about my wonderful audience. So thank you so much, Gina. I appreciate it. Okay, so we have something in common today. We have people on a live who hate bugs, and we have people who enjoying my insights. So I made a few notes, and I would like to touch on this. I think I actually have a little bit of a opinion difference with one of my best friends. I don't know if she's watching. She's probably out right now, but we were talking about when you meet somebody for the first time. Let's say you're going out on a date, you're dating with intention. Maybe you have a man who is courting you. I stand very strong on the position that you don't need to reveal your intimate details, intimate or very personal details. It is not, I don't find it as lying, I don't find it as deceiving, I don't find it as inappropriate or hiding. I find it as common sense. I find it respect to your own privacy. When you are in the beginning of stages getting to know someone, they don't have to hear your entire life story. Especially they do not have to hear about your ex. They do not have to hear what your ex had done to you. It comes to both men and women. They do not have to hear about um, why, if you so happened your marriage ended, you know, said somebody had an affair, somebody was cheating, somebody was stealing. I think there are many reasons why this information is absolutely not necessary. I think the best thing to do is to be a little bit more general, just general as possible. It also shows that you're detached from the situation, that you're over the situation. Because when you're all emotional, you meet a new woman and you tell her, "Oh yeah," and she asks, "So you were married? You're not married anymore. So why?" And you say, "Oh well, my wife had cheated," and blah blah. It just we are going on a date to have fun. We all had enough of problems. We all had enough of trauma. You don't even know if you ever going to meet this man again or this woman again. Why do you need to reveal your very personal business? I think just giving the general idea that marriage is over, you're recovered, and you're so looking forward to create something meaningful, considering your mistakes. The last thing you can do is tell details about negative things about your ex. First of all, if the woman you are meeting, she doesn't know you so well, if you're a guy, if you're a man, she will be doubting. It's just puts that, if you drink hot tea, like I am from Eastern Europe, I love my tea. I can make most delicious tea, but if you put a little bit of dirt, you're gonna mess up my whole pot. My whole pot that I was picking up specifically, that I was working on, and I was looking forward to just enjoy this pot of tea, enjoy birds singing. I don't need to deal with something from the past or from the future. I want to be in the moment with this beautiful, aromatic pot of fresh leaf hand-picked tea. Okay, I don't need you to try to improve it with just a little bit of dirt. I'm gonna throw away the whole pot, and you're gonna ruin my mood. So that is number one. It's not a good occasion. It's not a good occasion, and it will put a doubt. It will put a bit of a icky feeling, and not necessary. If you ever want to share something, I think it makes sense to share with a person that you already know you are going to be together with. You are learning about each other, you are building something together, you are connecting, you know that you're gonna be together. And if there is something that important, but honestly, the problem when we're talking about our exes or past bad experience, they don't let us detach, because that creates more conversations. There are some things in my life that I will never share with nobody. You know why? Because I almost forgotten them. There are certain things that I have been through that I need to I need to dig through my memory. The reason why I'm not sharing them, it's not because I'm hiding them, but they are deactivated. They are completely deactivated. And sometimes when people share their experiences with me, I'm thinking, oh, I've never done this. Oh, it never happened. Oh, wait. Yeah, actually, it did happen long time ago. Or I don't remember. I think this, especially for ladies. Oh my gosh, no, fly away, please. Especially for ladies, the deactivation button is power, because our energy is a very vital and potent resource. So if you have some pain from the ex, from past relationship, you do need sometimes to give yourself a little bit of time to detach, to refresh, to fill your cup with beautiful fresh tea, so you don't come and just try to trauma bond with a man. It's so much nicer, to have the fresh pot of tea. When you, I love, you guys may not know. I will show you sometimes, especially to the ladies who are watching. You will understand why I'm caring about my tea, because it's a drink that can put you on your feet. The way I make it. So we need more energy, we need more aliveness, we need more romance, we need more adventure. One thing we don't need is to kind of go deeper in the disappointing things. We don't need to go deeper in pain. Okay, something is flying over here. Fly away. We don't need to go deeper in pain. And yes, I have maybe several absolutely private things that I will never share with anybody. And to be honest, half of them I don't even fully remember. They are deactivated. I really need to think, if somebody would give me a journal right now and there were some maybe traumatic things that are so deactivated that I almost feel that I'm not telling the truth, because it's like the skin, how the skin sheds. Wait, not skin, snake. I'm sorry, snake sheds its skin. Like, was it ever there? So I think there is time and place for everything. It's not a therapy session. The dating, the communication, even when we go out with our girls, it shouldn't always be a therapy session. I feel responsible to put myself in a great mood, even with the friends that know me for a long time. I don't necessarily want to come and dump all the drama if I'm going through something difficult. And that makes people respect you because when you do need to, when you go through something difficult, they will be there for you because you have not abused their emotional energy before for no reason, just because you're lazy to sit with your own self and write your own thoughts. This is just a side note. Even for our friendship, very often we are abusing them with oversharing and putting people in the situations where maybe it's even too private overthink to share even with your friends because it's a little bit TMI sometimes, you know. So, but with men, for men and women, polarity is somewhat based on a mystery. People who are interesting, they are not two-dimensional, they are three-dimensional at least. And it's very nice, very interesting to getting to know each other like peeling an onion. Hopefully it doesn't make you cry, but you peel an onion. So it means you have many layers, many dimensions. It makes it so interesting when you don't have the need to share everything about everyone, especially the gossip kind of stuff. And I think that is so exciting when you that sound I don't appreciate. Okay. Uh I hope it doesn't bother you guys. It's some kind of machine is working. Um think about yourself as a little bit of an onion. Maybe there is a prettier better, more delicious, something more delicious than the onions that we could peel the layers. But I think that peeling those layers can be a beautiful discovery. When I was talking with my friend, she was telling me that, well, I don't want to spend too much time with a man. I do not I want to kind of know all the information ahead of time. But I don't think that you can speed up connection. I don't think that you can speed up trust. I don't think that you can speed up and skip 5 stages of dating, of courting. I think emotionally, when somebody comes to you and say, you know what, you should really trust me, that feels weird. Or when somebody comes to you and they don't even have that rapport and connection and then tell you their entire story and entire drama, usually you would try to do everything to avoid them next time. I have this one neighbor. Um, I used to have this one neighbor, not anymore. Oh my gosh, if I would see him somewhere, I would like, I would like, I would put my glasses on and like, because if God forbid I run into him, he is also very loud. He would tell me everything that's going on in his family in every step of the way, non-stop like a child. And that is such a sign emotional immaturity because only children drop different bombs and drop different things. Yeah, I'm still traumatized. No, not really, but I still remember how it feels when you meet somebody and they don't ask you for consent. You don't ask if you have time. They just drop the things about that should be only shared in a very close environment. So I think that social media made it even worse, that people use social media to dump things, take things out of their chest. But I think, especially for ladies, for elegant women, we should have journals. We should have recording apps. That app that you have on your iPhone or other phone. You push a record button and you just dump all of your thoughts, no filter. You can delete it later if you want. If you love writing, scripting, you can write it down. I think that it's absolutely dangerous as well to write your frustration, to write about your breakups, so as to brag too much as well. Um, there is elegant way of sharing things online. That's probably another video, but I think that we are sometimes overwhelming because we don't spend time with ourselves. And when we out on a date with the opposite gender, oh, free therapy. And men are also very guilty of being with ladies, going out on a date and using them as a free therapy and sharing with them about their frustration with women. That is also both, it really, this topic goes both ways for men and women. It's, I cannot find a single benefit of doing that. So I don't know if I have any new comments. Let me see on my other phone, because I would love to hear what you think about this. Do not even, do not. I think that, bond, connection, all of this slowly builds through trust, and that revelation is very beautiful. There is nothing more fascinating and enticing and interesting that peeling those layers, peeling slowly but surely, peeling those layers of a person. We will always, if you were meant to be with this person, just remember that always, we will always have time to share problems. You will always have a chance to share about your weird uncle, about the teacher who was mean to you, about, God forbid, your abusive ex. You will always have time, but you may choose not to do it. I think for women it's especially dangerous. I might still make a video. Some people reached out to me on my Instagram, and I might still make a video about the Wizard Liz situation. It's just there is so many insights in that. She really revealed way too much about herself. She didn't get suspicious of the person, that the person used her every liking, her every weakness to try to claim her with like 24 or 48 hours of meeting her, telling her that, they love her. This is not, this is very unnatural. We can be excited about someone, we can be, illuminated that we met an interesting person, but assuming that you know them and you can possibly love them, it's just a lack of emotional awareness, emotional intelligence, and so on and so forth. And the thing is, if you were meant to be with this person, you will have all the time in the world, lifetime, to share some of your cool experiences and maybe some not so great experiences, but maybe for some reason you want to share. You have a lifetime, and if you were not meant to be with this person, just think how exhausting it is that you put your heart out, you wear your heart on your sleeve, only for them to, after a couple of weeks, couple of months, um, decides that, well, maybe not. And it's such an interesting pattern, because maybe you have a friend, or it happened to you. When you met someone, you were so excited, you were on the phone, you were in touch 24/7, you were texting, you were calling. It just was like it's overtook your entire life. And then all of a sudden it started to drop, and then one day they're like, yeah, I was thinking, I don't really feel this. And how many times it happened? If to simplify why it happens, I call it overfeeding. That usually women tend to overfeed the man, because we are more emotional and we have more words to say. We usually have more words to say and we are more emotional. So I saw this happen so many times when I was in college, especially, and I saw it so many times when, and also, yeah, and also like through my 20s, I would say, I saw this happen all the time with my girlfriends. Um, I'm not sure if it happened quite like that with me, but maybe similar. Maybe there was something similar. When you feel that you need to give more because you feel that man wants more, but usually less is more in this case because we tend to overwhelm another person. You know that joy, feeling joyful, and feeling overfed are very, very close. How, for example, when you eat the most delicious meal, at first you're like, oh, this is so good. And you keep eating, oh, this is amazing. You kind of reach this point of bliss. You still kind of want more. And what happens if you have more? You feel like, oh, okay. Oh, I shouldn't have had this last one. Same with communication. It's absolutely same with the communication. You shouldn't have that last one. You should have stopped slightly hungry. I think it's a universal rule for both men and women, and something to work on, something to consider. And when I was talking with my friend, I don't know if she's watching. If you're watching, you know that I love you. But I we finally have something we slightly disagree on. I think that details about personal affairs, it's not a lie if they're not revealed. It doesn't matter if there was infidelity in a marriage, it doesn't need to come out on your date. Because imagine you have candles, you have chandeliers, you have roses, and here you talk about something that has such a negative impact. Nobody gets excited remembering what happened to them, and how painful it was. Nobody would want to be reminded about it. And also, if you're meeting somebody and they talk very elegantly about their past with class, you feel more respect for them. Even if you will learn later that things were actually maybe very painful, maybe unfair, maybe something else had happened, you will admire their stoicism, that they were elegant, presentable on a date with you, that they did not reveal, because sometimes you meet people that have out of this world life experiences, and they are elegant enough and emotionally intelligent enough to now not to bring that in the first meetings, not because they're hiding it, but because they don't want to spoil the beautiful ambience, and they don't want to focus on the past. They want to focus on you. They want to know. They're curious about who you are, not even maybe what happened to you, but who you are. What are you looking for? What is that you have in common? What is that is in store for both of you? That is way more exciting about than complaining about or being bitter about the past. And again, I had one time a situation um, when I was first meeting someone, and they were so general about certain absolutely outrageous things that happened to them, because later on we became a lot closer and we were sharing things. I felt so much respect that that information wasn't dropped in the beginning, because if it was, I would be thinking of nothing else but the unfairness and pain and trauma of that situation. So, what do you guys think about this? Do you have something to, do you have any thoughts or maybe questions? I might make this video in parts, or this series in parts. I think with all these things that we have, unfortunately, we should become more emotionally intelligent. But I think it feels like it works the other direction so often. Hello, Stan. Welcome. Yes, thank you so much for dropping my email. Could you please drop my other links for everybody who is maybe new? Um, Gina is saying, this is news to me. I'm busy listening. Thank you. Thank you so much. Make sure that you have journal, maybe a pretty cute journal, a pen, and when you feel those overwhelming emotions or you just need to take something out of your chest, I think it's so helpful sometimes to write it down. Sometimes it feels that you revealing the thoughts you didn't even know you had. You put things in order. You relieve your mind, and you are becoming much lighter speaker, much lighter conversationalist, and much more. You have more energy to flirt. I think I used to have a T-shirt. It was such a great T-shirt. Would make everyone laugh. It said flirt. It was black and white, and it said flirtologist. Like here, it was one of the best. I don't wear a lot of T-shirts. It's not really my style, but that was such a good one. It would make just about anyone laugh. People would like whisper and laugh. It was just a fitted black T-shirt with a white print on it, and it said flirtologist. And you know, this is funny and humorous, but in reality, to be good at flirting, you have to be actually very intelligent, very witty. I don't know if I'm saying with too much accent. It's Witty. You have to have certain. Is wittiness a word? I don't know. You have to be witty. And you have to be, I don't know, you have to be sharp, you have to be quick, you have to be intelligent. It's kind of a cool quality. And I think that flirting can sometimes save a relationship that is almost to go sideways, is almost kind of on the rocks, because we forget about it. We're focusing on what haven't you done, what haven't you brought. Why did you bring this milk and not the other? Why didn't you wash my car? Why didn't you pay this bill? We The more we know somebody, the closer we become, the more often boring topics become, and we forget to treat each other in a playful way, where the whole point of men and women being together is it's supposed to bring joy and satisfaction. It's not for the purpose of suffering. So when you have more mystery, it somehow feels you feel lighter to flirt. When you um, have a little bit of that intriguing presence, you feel lighter, and men or women who are with you feel lighter and more delightful to flirt with you. And if you struggle with flirting, you can get better with it, and you can also flirt even with people of your own gender, with your friends. You can make, it's doesn't have to be inappropriate or have some uh, it's not that you're hitting on your friends, so to speak, but flirting is a way of life. It's a very light and very beautiful way to connect without being super heavy, but actually showing your intelligence, your observations, temptation. You tempting somebody, you teasing them a little bit, you being a little bit sarcastic sometimes. I think it's a beautiful way to enrich the conversation and be mysterious and keep the other person attracted to you forever. Hello, Adam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, wonderful to see you today. Stan, could you please drop? I don't know if you have my Patreon link. And also, yes, this is my one of my Instagrams, and also I have another Instagram, Femininity and Furs. For ladies, you must follow me on Femininity and Furs as well. I'm gonna be doing a lot of feminine tips on that channel. Well, it's actually not a channel; it's an Instagram page. Because Veronica was on live talks, I'm gonna try to do some lives, maybe some mile simultaneously. You know what I'm trying to say, and yeah. Um, but on my femininity and furs, I'm gonna be doing some femininity tips and tricks. So for ladies especially. Adam is saying, nice to hear you again, Veronica. I agree. Leave a bit of mystery to the past. Being an open book doesn't work in the beginning. Not on the first, third, fourth, fifth. Yeah, exactly. Time together. I absolutely agree. Okay, guys. Okay. Sorry. Oi. So, yes, I totally agree with it. And it comes for both men and women, you know, it comes for both. It's so important. And, men appear less masculine when they complain or share. When you share to a woman that you were cheated on or somebody robbed you, you I don't know what it is, but your masculinity drops drastically. Even if you're a good man, even if you're a noble man and very masculine man, it's like you're looking for what? Empathy. You are looking that you also showing that another woman take advantage of you. Took advantage of you. So did you choose a bad person, so to speak? Or are you the guy that cannot uh are you so gullible, you, or maybe you're kind of like a beta male, what they say, like you're submissive, you're easy to trick, like which one is it? It gives all kinds of bad food for imagination, and that is why I think you absolutely should. I would honestly, when I'm done with something, I'm done with it. I really don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not interested in my past. Yes, I am not interested in my past. Why would you be? Sometimes with men I had situations because I try to just leave a bit of mystery and have more fun and like light-hearted conversations, because I know soon they're gonna be deep. If that meant to be, but men, I have to say, men do have sometimes, if you don't want to show your social media, or you don't want to talk about like your past marriage or something like this, men do sometimes get suspicious and they imagine like the worst. So you have to be a little bit careful, because sometimes men, especially men who are a bit controlling, they like, why you don't want to show your Instagram, or like, why you don't. Personally, I don't really like sharing my social media, because why to do all this research and look in the past, and when you can get to know this person is giving you the time and presence, why not to be in the moment and have the luxury of learning about them right now firsthand? You are lucky to get to know them firsthand. What can be better, right? Am I right? What can be better than learning firsthand? You're a lucky one. Yeah, that's an excellent point, Gina. Exactly. You don't want to advertise your mistakes. And also, if it's a new person, you don't know who they truly are. And you don't want to tell them, as a woman, that the previous man treated you like dirt. What do you think he's going to say? Oh, the previous man treated you like dirt. He wasn't faithful, he wasn't generous, he was disrespectful, and you took it. So I don't think he will subconsciously believes that you deserve his best foot forward. Yes, there is a very rare type of a man that would be very protective, that would feel pain for you, that will tell to himself, I will never allow this happen. I know that you are a diamond and I will cherish you to my last breath. But this is one out of a million. Well, maybe one in a lifetime. You will meet a man that it won't affect his vision of you if he knew that someone hurt you, someone was unfair to you. He might even admire you, will realize what a beautiful soul you are. But I would not bet my life on that. In many cases, and in these scandals we see on social media, people usually overshare their personal business. It goes to the wrong person's hands. They observe and then they prey on your every weakness. Or if they know that you just ended a traumatic relationship, they will easily sweep you off your feet because they already know everything about you. They know what you dream about, they know where your pain points are. And this is just why would you make a target out of yourself? And also, why I believe that when we are going through a breakup, divorce, like something loss, we transforming. I don't know about you, but I'm not the person I was 10 years ago. I'm not the person I was 5 years ago. And to be very transparent, I am not a person I was a year ago. I had certain things that I've experienced in this past year, in past 2 years, and let's see, well, in this past year, I had such deep revelations, and I could not believe that I was not able to see something. I was not able to see the depths of it, kind of, but not to the depths. So, as people, we're supposed to evolve. We're not supposed. So, if you were going through those things and you were the kind of person that took abuse or took disrespect, even a year ago, or you were gullible or naive, it doesn't mean that you was the same naive, gullible person this year, 2025. At least I hope so. So why would you? It's like telling people that especially you don't know about your past. It's the same if right now you would ask me, hey Veronica, I want to send you like a little gift, or I want to send you a little note. Where can I send it to? And I would give you my previous address where I no longer live. That is no longer my location. I would give you that address. And you would be, I would be excited to receive your letter or your little gift or your little note. And I'm like, waiting. I gave you an address. Oh my gosh, go away. I I gave you an address and I'm like waiting and you're waiting for me to get, and I can't get it because I no longer live at the past, that street and the house number. I'm no longer there. How many homes have you changed? How many maybe states or countries you moved, or address, your childhood, when you were in your childhood, now you're an adult. You probably changed a few of those in your lifespan, right? In your lifetime. That is the same thing. Yes, it took place, but you are no longer there. So it would be weird if somebody once again asked me for my address and I'm like, first giving you my old address, then my first old address, then my second old address, then my third old address, and then I finally give you my current address. Why couldn't you just give the current address and wait for a pleasant surprise? So, my dear friends, I hope that you are enjoying this conversations. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to try to mix it up, some pre-recorded videos, some lives. I might do a video with just outlines for this particular subject because I feel so passionate about it. I think that if we can get a little bit better at communication, we can be happier overall and have better experience uh, with life. We can have more romance, more depths, more successful connections, and it's not. I would say that it would apply to friendship circles. It would even apply to work because a lot of people oversharing in a professional setting, which is even worse. But when it comes to meeting people, I think it's always it's always nice to have a certain pace and not be too impulsive. All those bad things, all those unfortunate things usually happen when somebody is too impulsive or somebody is too obsessed or somebody knowing your too much of your information, somebody knows too much of your vulnerable spots. This is where we get where women get very surprised when they get cheated on while being pregnant, while being love bombed just a couple of months ago. So when somebody moving with like super strong intensity, usually it's not genuine. It's usually out of desperation, because a person that is confident, they are comfortable to take their time to get to know you. They believe that you have something in future together. They already know, but they taking it slow. They enjoy every step. Kind of like when you receive a beautiful box of chocolates. Usually you're not gonna open the box and just shove all the chocolates in your mouth all at once. Oh, this beautiful chocolate, and you like just shove it all. Like usually every chocolate has, every candy has their unique flavor and combination, and you are like, you are indulging in the process. So that's what I wish you to remember, to indulge, to be a little bit flirtatious, a little bit mysterious, more curious about the other person, and focusing on who they are now and where they are going is a lot more important than digging in their past. Please let me know in the comments what you think about these thoughts today, and I will see you very soon tomorrow. It's I only made maybe one fifth of all the points, but we are getting a little bit. The time is running out a little bit today, so we'll continue on this emotional intelligence tips uh, within the next couple of days, most likely tomorrow night. And I will share some more. It will be either pre-recorded video or another live. I don't know which one you prefer, but it could be either one. um, I would love everyone who is following my channel to get those skills and be exceptional when you are meeting people. I want you to leave lasting impressions, and I want you to make real friends and have real friendships. And of course, real romance as well. Because we all tend sometimes to get carried away, and in the process, we often lose ourselves and forget that beautiful things, valuable things does not require rush or very harsh marketing. I think that when it comes to men, what I've learned, men when they meet a woman, they usually know. They usually know, and who are we to steal the excitement from them to get to know us? We are not entitled to do that. We're not gonna get the pleasure from them of getting to know us layer by layer, so to speak. And of course, for men, remember, you always look and feel and appear more masculine when you are just a little bit reserved. With that being said, my dear friends, I will see you very soon. Thank you for joining the live. I hope you have a beautiful Sunday, and I will see you in my next video. If you have thought, experience, or something to share, please do so in the comments. Have a wonderful night.